Okay. It was this evening in this restaurant. So I and my colleague actually were hanging out, and then we're just like, guys, we're just talking, and then she walked in and like sat at the seat next to us, and then she was like, she ordered, I think same thing I ordered, hot chocolate, and then we're like, okay, fine. Like we heard her order her stuff, and she was alone, so we just, and then a few minutes later, then like three of us got to be talking, and then I found out like, oh, she's from Bauchi, and she's a medical doctor, and I mean that's how we met. Like from there, like I said, we all had a group conversation, and then that's how we met at a cafe.
Well, that's like.
But like I said, I always say, sorry to interrupt, I think maybe she saw me from. That's why she sat next to us.
You wish.
It's like she's excited. She's so prospect.
Okay, so that was not what happened. Actually, I walked into the restaurant. I didn't even notice they were there. I sat in a seat behind them and I ordered for hot chocolate. And it was like 40 minutes. I didn't receive my order. So I was like, okay, I think I need to move further to ask, like, how far with my order. That was when I moved, like, to the seat close to them. And then I think, now thinking about it, I think he actually told them not to bring that order.
You see, I don't know whose story is, whose version is true.
Mine.
How can I hold your order?
Yeah, so that was how we met.
So, I mean, at the end, we exchanged contact, and like, we started talking day by day, and like
for like 6 months.
We had a lot in common, and the energy was.
And he chased all my suitors away. Yeah.
Late comer. The whys are plenty.
Oh.
The whys are plenty. If I start to list the why, I think you. But among all, like I said, after that day we started talking, and like we found out like we had so much in common, like in terms of like shared dreams, goals. I mean, these are the things that would like make the conversation keep flowing, and then over time, like, feelings come, you start to, trust this person. You think they'll make a good mother to your kids and all of that. So like I really, really took my time, and that's like the reason why I chose her. Like I said, there's a lot of why. She's beautiful, intelligent, trustworthy. She has like
Stop making me blush.
You see, I don't want to like I can trust her. Like also at that time, also like my sisters also like trust her with, seeing her as a friend and all of that. And I never brought anyone close to the family. She was the first and perhaps the last.
And the last, inshallah.
And the last, of course, inshallah.
Mm-hmm. What attracted me to him was, first of all, his fear of God. And then I also noticed that, this is a young man, very hardworking, like trying to make it in life regardless of, any challenges. And also the third thing that attracted me to him was his patience with me. He was very tolerant. I can't even start listening to things that I've done to him or that I have tried to test him with. He passed all my tests, and I can't even explain how like tolerant he was of me. And then yes, his fear of God and hard work. These three things were the things I was like, okay, I think I should give this guy a chance. And yes, he's actually very, very persuasive. I've tried to chase him away from my life, but he tried. So yeah, these three things. Yeah.
I mean, I won't say I'm missing much because, like I said, I'm someone who I live a very simple life. You know, I go to work, come back home. Once in a while, I hang out with my friends. So yeah, I think maybe that part, you know, now that you have somebody you have to look after and make sure they are good, like you can always like hang out as much as you want to with your, you know, with your friends. But overall, like alhamdulillah, it's been good. I won't say I'm missing that life because I don't really, you know, I wasn't keyed into it like then. I'm always at home, maybe working or like, you know, thinking about the way forward and all of that. And it's still the same thing, except now that I have a partner. So we are thinking to the way forward together. So
Inshallah. What do I miss? Well, to some extent, I miss my freedom. To some extent, because I was not used to waking up early, having to take care of someone early morning. I have to think, oh, what am I going to cook? It's just something that I've never really had to do in my life. And then I would say the best thing about marital life is just like the focus. It makes you settle as a woman. It makes you settle. It makes you more focused in life. Like, okay, I'm done with that marriage thing. Let me just focus on my career, or let me focus on what I want to do in life. And also, you don't have to try to speak to different people to see which relationship would work out. So yeah, I think that's what the singles I think that's what the singles are missing. So yes, that focus, that having someone being there for you all the time. To be honest, I was really scared because naturally I am so scared of marriage. I think I have a phobia for marriage, you know, and I've had a couple of people say, oh, I want to meet your dad, and I'll do like this, you know, and I'll just find a way to ignore it. But for him, he constantly told me, look, I'm really interested in marriage and it's time for me to meet your parents. And then I think if you want to do this, we should do it now, or else I think we should just stop speaking. And of course, by that time, feelings don't they enter small. So I just had to, you know, I just prayed overnight, and then I was like, okay. So I couldn't tell my dad because I was very shy. I now told my brother. I was like, okay, obviously everyone knew him like Muhammad. I now told my brother, okay, Muhammad wants to see my dad, you know. And then yeah, the whole process, my dad was like in town that time. So yeah, the whole process went smoothly, and I remember he came with his friend Anas. I was peeping through the door to see or to hear what questions my dad would ask, you know. And then after he left, my dad was like, oh, I really like this guy. Neche, what is happening? This guy really wants to take me away from my parents.
sweet
Yeah,
boy.
so I was scared, but it was a good experience.
Okay, so yes, about the time he was in town, I was like, okay, this is the moment. You know, you remember Yakubu Aigbeni? I was like, I can't miss this chance. So I think over the years that we've known each other, he has come a couple of times, but I just knew that was the one. So I spoke to my friend, you know, like he's already been through this process because I was nervous. So I called him, I was like, guy, how far? Like, say this, and he was like, no, lad, let me know. And then, you know, before we even arrived, I kept going, okay, so what should I say when he says this? What should I say? So he was like, just be cool, like it depends on how the conversation goes. So don't be too nervous and all of that. So when we arrived, you know, alhamdulillah, he's a very simple person.
Yeah.
Easygoing, understanding.
Very
so
simple.
He just came down to our level, like, oh, like what do you do, you know? And then we spoke a little bit about politics
And football. I think it was I don't know,
yeah.
African Was it World Cup that time?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I think
can't
it was the
even
year
remember.
Tinubu came into power. I think. Yeah. So
I know.
we're just
I remember
talking
there
about-
was a match you people were watching. And the conversation, most of the conversation was, I was peeping through the door. So most of the conversation
You see,
was
like I
about
said,
that.
I cannot
that
remember some
football
things
match.
because I was a bit nervous. I can't even
He
remember
was
what
actually
playing.
very nervous.
Well, yeah, alhamdulillah, like I said.
Now, like, relax, sit down, please, sit down.
No, that was my moment. I can't miss it. So alhamdulillah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yes, very simple man, and a father to us now, alhamdulillah. Of course I will. Like I said, I carefully picked this one. But the issue of getting married again, I don't know. For me, I always tell her, look, I've been around the world and I've met ladies from the Caribbean, I've met ladies from Paris, I've met ladies from America. Like, but I chose you. So the bars are here. So it's not gonna be easy for anyone to, set up that. But inshallah, together forever.
Inshallah. If I was to get married again, definitely I would choose him 1000% over and over and over and over again, because some parts they always tell me like till after marriage, but to be honest, it's been good. Like, I've seen his best parts after the marriage. Like, there's some things that he does, and then I would be like, why didn't you do this to me when we were in a relationship? Of course, sweeter things and loving things, and like I said, he tolerates me a lot. He's very patient, very hardworking. I would say he takes care of me more, because like we wake up and he's asking me, did you eat? What are you going to eat? Like simple things like that. So yeah, I mean, marriage is beyond this, and of course we still have long years ahead of us, but inshallah, with understanding and tolerance and love and respect that we have for each other, I'm sure we'll get through any obstacle we might have to encounter. But inshallah, no obstacle. Okay, inshallah.
Okay, so how we see the future together? Well. Okay, so I always say, as kids, we always grew up, I want to become a pilot, I want to become a, engineer, doctor. But over time, those plans change with maybe reality that's surrounding it. So I think I take that philosophy into the marriage too. So for me, I'm always saying, okay, what's our plan in the next 5 years, Because when we met, also, she had like her dreams. I'm like, okay, yes, I'm ready to support that dream. Yes, obviously, during relationship, a lot of things come up and all of that. But now that we're together, I think we're trying to work on those dreams come to life. Like, she has a passion for trying to help people, trying to open an NGO, trying to, set up her own diagnostic center or hospital in the future. So I want to be someone who drives that passion for her, and for me, I think obviously it's more money to be able to handle, the family and the children, inshallah. So I always say, like, you're lucky to have me because I'm here to support you fully. I'm here to give you, in fact, we are about to open an NGO within this coming months, inshallah.
Foundation.
Once we foundation for, what's your goal of your foundation even?
That's not the question right now. We'll brief you guys. I will specially invite you for that opening.
Exactly. So like I said, over time, we'll try to, live our passion towards each other, through each other, together, and make sure like we have a very bright future for us, our family, and even everyone around us, inshallah.